headlines. Senator accuses lawmakers of sabotaging government. House of Representatives member ABDULMUMUNI JIBRIL resumes after 17 months of suspension. Department of Petroleum Resources seals 10 stations in Kaduna. Welcome to the News Hour on Television Nigerian. I am Eunice Johnson. As controversies into the amendment of the election sequence by members of the National Assembly continues, Senator Abdullahi Adamu says the Senate is sabotaging the All Progressives Congress-led government. The senator representing Nasarawa West Federal Constituency asked his colleagues to retrace their steps and reconsider their stance on the matter in the interest of the public. He reminded the lawmakers of their mandate to serve the people, arguing that the legislature must work with the executive to fulfill the yearnings of the people. Representative ABDULMUMUNI JIBRIL has resumed plenary at the House of Representatives. The lawmaker had been on a 17-month suspension after the House Committee on Ethics and Privileges found him guilty of accusing the House leadership of padding the 2016 budget. In a letter read at plenary on Wednesday, the Speaker, House of Representatives Yakubu Dogara, said that the lawmaker representing Bebeji Kiru Federal Constituency is free to resume his legislative duties. The Department of Petroleum Resources has sealed 10 petrol stations in southern Kaduna State for selling above the pump price of 145 naira. DPR's action comes as independent marketers in the state have reportedly devised strategies to divert the product to semi-urban and rural areas where they allegedly make higher profits. The head of operations DPR Zonal Office, Ibrahim Chiroma, regrets that independent marketers in the state did not heed several warnings. After the break, 83% of candidates failed the 2018 West African Senior School Certificate Examination. Thanks for staying tuned. The West African Examination Council, WAEC, has announced the results of the West African Senior School Certificate Examinations for private candidates in the country. Head of the Nigeria Office of the Regional Examination Body, Mr. Isaac Adenikpekun, stated in Lagos on Tuesday that out of the 11,307 candidates that sat for the examination between January 29th and February 12th, 2018, 1,937 candidates representing 17.13% obtained credits in 5 subjects and above, including English language and mathematics. He further revealed the results of 121 candidates, representing 9.3% of the total candidature for the examination, are being withheld in connection with various reported cases of examination malpractice. Adenikpekun, however, declared the conduct of the first series of the additional diet for private candidates as a success, while expressing the hope that it would reduce pressures on the conduct of the examination for school candidates. And in sports, head coach of Nigeria Professional Football League club Sunshine Stars of Akure, Duke Udi, has been relieved of his services. According to a statement signed by the Ondo State Commissioner for Sports and Youth Development, Saka Yusuf Ogunleye, Coach Udi was sacked over acts of insubordination and gross misconduct. Technical Director of the club, Henry Abiodun, has been mandated to take charge of the team with immediate effect. Former Nigeria international Duke Udi took charge of Sunshine during the second half of the campaign last season and helped the Akure club maintain their top flight status. On the foreign scene, President Trump arrived California on an inspection tour to review several design prototypes for his proposed wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. The president's visit is his first to the country's most populous state since assuming office and comes just 1 week after the Department of Justice announced its plan to sue California for obstructing federal immigration enforcement efforts. The White House has called for $18 billion in funding for the wall's construction, but that demand has remained unattended to. This occurred after the administration sought to pair it with a deal to grant legal status to recipients of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. Before we end the news bulletin, a recap of the major stories. Senator accuses lawmakers of sabotaging government. House of Representatives member ABDULMUMUNI JIBRIL resumes after 17-month suspension. Department of Petroleum Resources seals 10 stations in Kaduna. And that's the news hour. Before I go, I leave you with this thought. Silence is often golden in the face of a seemingly unproductive argument. Thanks for staying tuned. I am Eunice Johnson.